It was just as I, Naoya Sakuma, bought a drink and stepped out of the convenience store on my way home from work. Hey, Sakuma, seriously? Is it you, Sakuma? Kudo Leo? Yeah, exactly. Man, it's been ages. How have you been? Not since grad school, huh? You ended up going for your doctorate, didn't you? The guy talking to me so familiarly is Reo Kudo, who was in the same lab as me during our master's program. I told you getting a PhD is actually a disadvantage for finding a job in Japan. So what are you doing now, postdoc? While you were stuck studying at university, I got promoted to section chief at a major corporation. I'm inwardly exasperated by how he mixes self-promotion into the conversation without being asked. He hasn't changed a bit. Congratulations. I didn't stay at the university, actually. I'm working as an AI engineer at a foreign firm now. Oh, a foreign firm. Not bad. Is it a big one like Geeglo? No, it's a company called Lovecraft. Sounds like a cult name. Where is that? Never heard of it. Actually, our CTO loves Japan. He named it Lovecraft as a pun on crafting love with AI. It's a startup. Huh, you studied hard to get a PhD only to land a job at a no-name foreign company. That's pathetic. Reo has always been like this. He was shrewd and handled things cleverly, always surrounded by friends and lovers, but... Lay off. I'm living my life without any complaints. I've even got a super beautiful girlfriend right now. My work is busy but fulfilling, and I'm satisfied with the compensation. Saying you're satisfied with the status quo is just an excuse. You gotta constantly aim higher, like me. Despite that encounter, it didn't affect my work or private life. We apparently live in the same neighborhood, but maybe we just didn't notice each other. I rarely see him, which helps.
Hey Naoya, bad news. I can't fix this bug.
Okie dokie. I'll handle it on my end. It's already closing time over there anyway. We have a follow the sun development system, with 24-hour rotations across multiple time zones. Because of that, my first task in the morning is taking over work from the HQ development team.
You rock! You're the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Sometime later, on a day off, I was suddenly called out by my girlfriend, Yayoi Sugawara.
Thanks for coming. There's something I really need to talk to you about in person.
When she started talking, for some reason, Leo was sitting next to her. Wait a second, why is Kudo sitting there? Yayoi and I got to know each other recently. I happened to spot someone on a date with a beauty way out of his league.
Sorry, Naoya. I'm going to date him, so I'm breaking up with you.
She says she prefers me, a section chief with 4 years under his belt, over a 28-year-old rookie at a no-name company. Well, don't worry, I work for a major company, so I'll make Yayoi happy.
I'm already 24, so I have to start thinking about marriage.
That's how it is. She says you don't cut it as a husband.
I'm really sorry, but he's more stable, and I felt like I could see a future with him.
Are you saying you couldn't see one with me?
No, it's just... I'm weak, so I chose him.
Even that laughing smile was beautiful, and I lost the will to say anything to Yayoi. Don't feel bad, Sakuma. Competition is naturally fierce for a high-level girl like Yayoi. And so, I was unceremoniously dumped by my girlfriend, Yayoi. I was depressed enough to be glad it happened on a holiday. I couldn't even eat that day. But by Monday, I had completely recovered. Or at least I thought I had. Good job, Chloe. Any bad news today?
Wait, what is it, Naoya? You look way more like bad news than anything else. Did Director Yamanaka harass you or something?
No, he's always good to me.
Really? Then what on earth?
Chloe squinted and groaned, After a moment, her eyes widened as if she realized something.
Don't tell me. Cupid's arrow missed the mark?
How did you know? Cupid's arrow missing the mark. That is, plainly put, a metaphor for heartbreak.
Oh, bullseye? I see.
Chloe nodded as if convinced of something, then gave me a warm look.
Look, Naoya, you didn't lose anything. You gained closet space and the rights to the TV remote.
We weren't living together, and I don't need that kind of sketchy comfort. Enough. Back to work. Work is the answer. Let's do this. It's true that having a girlfriend helped me work hard, but to think it showed on my face enough to be spotted instantly. Thinking that, I tried my best not to let it affect my work. Every day felt like there was a hole in my chest. It was around the time I was getting used to the pain. Good work, Sakuma. When you're done with your tasks, could you stop by my desk? Director Yamanaka suddenly called out to me while I was working as usual. Don't tell me I'm getting reprimanded by the director, too. I went to hear him out, somewhat prepared for the worst, but... I'll be blunt, Sakuma. I want you to transfer to headquarters. I gasped at those words. Even for a foreign company, transferring from an overseas branch to HQ is extremely rare. It costs a lot, so it means they want the talent badly enough to pay for it. Yes, if you'll have me, I'd be delighted. Yayoi's face, who was bad at English, flashed through my mind for a second, but maybe breaking up was for the best after all. But what exactly was evaluated so highly? First, the premise is that your English is almost native level. Furthermore, you consistently produce results in daily operations that leave the HQ engineers astonished. And above all, CTO Anya rates your new paper very highly. It felt like the hole left by my heartbreak was being filled by those words. After about a month of preparation, I landed at Washington Dulles International Airport.
Hi, Naoya. Long flight, huh? It's our first time meeting in person. I'm Chloe Turner.
The person greeting me was Chloe, whom I'd always seen through a screen. I knew she was beautiful, but seeing her in person, her figure was simply stunning. Then Chloe hugged me. Even knowing about friendly hugs, I was still flustered. Nice to meet you. Feels weird saying that. I'm Naoya Sakuma.
Anxious about being in a foreign country?
Well, I know I can communicate since I talk to you guys all the time.
You're tougher than you look.
How do I look?
Well, honestly, you look like a teenager. It's nice that Japanese people look so young.
That's not a compliment, is it?
Oh, I don't mind it.
Chloe said that as she stopped and turned around. Following the hug, the physical closeness, uncommon in Japan, made my heart skip a beat.
For now, I'll take you to meet CTO Anya. After that, I'll drive you to your place. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm your direct boss, just so you know.
Looking forward to working with you, manager.
Knowing you, Naoya, you probably studied the laws, but be careful about the differences from Japan.
As I got into the left-hand drive car, Chloe started talking about points to watch out for living in Washington.
Especially drugs. Make sure you don't accidentally touch fentanyl. Also, marijuana is legal in Washington, but it's against company policy, so don't get too wild.
I won't. It's illegal in Japan, too.
Alright, then you're good. I am Anya Mei-ling Hu, CTO of Lovecraft. Nice to meet you.
When I partied with Chloe and headed to the office nervously, CTO Anya welcomed me with a smile.
You're the author of that paper. I've been wanting to meet you. I want to hear more about the predictive AI learning model you proposed in your paper later. Regarding your compensation, I'm bumping you up to senior engineer immediately. The salary is annual. Benefits are thinner than the Japan branch, but I'll add the difference on top of your base pay. Also, as you probably know, we provide a full housing subsidy for 24 months.
In 2 years. It's all out of pocket, right? Knowing the rent exceeds 500,000 yen a month, I gulped.
Well, by then, you won't even worry about rent. In fact, we'd be in trouble if you didn't.
I'll do my humble best.
I know Japanese virtues, but this is Washington. Don't be humble, assert yourself.
And so, I was assigned to the HQ development strategy team. Though I was a bit pushover-ish, I was careful to assert what needed to be said. As a result,
Naoya, you were cool in today's meeting too. Even the skeptical members have recognized your ability by now.
in about a month, I was accepted by the team members. Ability is an exaggeration. No. What am I supposed to say here again?
A confident thank you works.
Chloe, you always take my side. Is that just how bosses are over here?
No, that's because I'm personally a fan of yours, Naoya. Your coding is fast, almost bug-free, and easy to understand. Even over the net, I was always curious about you.
I see. Thank you. I was happy about the trust Chloe placed in me, and I couldn't help but blush. Then, at that moment,
That thank you just now was foul play.
something strange happened. That Chloe blushed. Huh? What's wrong?
Nothing. Okay. End of discussion. Honestly, if cuteness were a crime, you'd be guilty on all accounts.
At Chloe's muttered words, I felt my ears turn red.
Seems like you're getting along. That's good.
CTO Anya?
We've decided to fully adopt Naoya's research for the learning model of the AI under development.
Fantastic! You did it, Naoya.
I'll do my no. I'll do my absolute best.
With that said, I'm leaving now, but I have high expectations. Good luck.
After that, 3 years flew by since I came to Washington. I was promoted to senior staff. It's a specialist track, equivalent to a department manager in Japan.
Naoya, are you nervous? It's almost time for your research presentation.
I'm calmer than I thought. Back me up, Chloe. Today, I was attending the AAAI conference. AAAI is the world's top conference on artificial intelligence. The paper acceptance rate is under 25%, but the paper I submitted as part of my self-assertion was accepted. The disaster prediction AI learns and analyzes vast amounts of big data, including satellite data, weather data, and SNS info. It predicts the probability, range, and scale of earthquakes, typhoons, heavy rains, and tsunamis at high speed. And so the research presentation began. Naturally, the audience size was incomparable to my doctoral thesis defense. Chloe operated the slides on the PC in sync with my presentation. My research provides a means to speed up the input in this learning process. First, let me show you a demo using our company's AI. Whew, I'm tired. The energy in there was intense.
Yeah, there were a lot of sharp questions. Gave me a scare.
The presentation ended, and we were taking a break in the entrance hall. That was when it happened. Yo, long time no see. Fancy meeting you here. Hearing Japanese for the first time in a while, I thought, oh, and turned around. There stood Kudo and Yayoi. I could see rings shining on their hands. Surprise, it's been over 3 years. Why are you in America? Whether they were married or engaged, I realized I no longer held any grudge. In fact, I felt a bit nostalgic hearing Japanese. Oh, glad you asked. Actually, I got chosen as an overseas expat. I'm currently the division manager at the local subsidiary in Washington. Man, the expat boost is amazing. My rank went up 2 steps, and my annual income is over 15 million yen. Plus, the crazy expensive rent is all covered by the company, so my savings are piling up. His habit of boasting was so nostalgic I couldn't help but smile. Good for you. Glad to hear things are going well. By the way, I'm surprised you're here. Still at that foreign company? Yeah, I work at the headquarters in Washington now. Prices here are brutal, right? Can you survive on your salary? Kudo grinned, trying to look down on me. It was his bad habit, but...
Do you know Naya's annual salary is nearly $200,000?
Chloe, understanding some Japanese, reacted to that. Huh? Nearly 30 million yen? Even though he works for a no-name company?
No name. Well, we aren't listed on the stock exchange. But last year we grew into a unicorn company, so we don't deserve to be mocked.
Unicorn company? Seriously?
Hey, Reo, what's a unicorn company?
A unicorn company is an unlisted startup valued at over $1 billion, over 150 billion yen, within 10 years of founding.
150 billion yen? That's an amazing amount.
Anyway, who is this rude person?
This is Leo Kudo, a classmate from my grad school days. Kudo speaks English, but Yayoi doesn't. To keep her in the loop, I spoke to Chloe in Japanese.
Leo. Like the lion constellation. He barks like a puppy, not very lion-like.
I chuckled awkwardly, but Kudo regained his composure and handed Chloe a business card written in English. It had the name of a major Japanese company everyone knows. However...
What? You don't even have a PhD?
PhD stands for Doctor of Philosophy. On business cards, it's usually put after the name.
Or are you just not writing it out of Japanese humility?
In Japan, many people stop at masters because they say a doctorate hurts job prospects. Kudo is one of them.
What's that? Isn't it the opposite? Is my understanding of Japanese wrong?
Chloe doesn't care about company names or titles within companies. Well, our values are different, so it's natural.
I misunderstood Japanese people. I thought everyone was a type like Naoya.
Well, Kudo is the type with strong self-assertion for a Japanese person. Seeing that his company name flex didn't work, Kudo looked dumbfounded.
Anyway, one is a doctor whose paper was accepted and presented research. The other is just a commoner who came to listen. Plus, double the annual salary. How can you misunderstand the situation?
Keep talking. Even if it's a unicorn, it's just a startup. We'll see how long it lasts. I'm in a stable major corporation, and when I finish my assignment and go back to Japan, my salary will overtake yours.
You have a bad attitude, especially since you husband and wife are spreading such a foul smell.
Suddenly, Chloe pointed out smell harassment. True, since Kudo arrived, there was a smell like some strange perfume. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Kudo frowned, offended.
Who knows? Seems like you're really letting loose on your overseas assignment.
Just you wait. Let's go, Yayoi. Overwhelmed by Chloe's meaningful smirk, Kudo and Yayoi eventually retreated. What was that about just now? And so, a few months later, while Chloe and I were taking a break at an open cafe, I got a call on the smartphone I've been using since Japan. The caller was Yayoi.
That ex-girlfriend? Go ahead, answer it.
Why are you so curious? Hello?
Hi, Naoya, long time no see.
The first thing I heard was a sugary, sweet voice. I hadn't heard that tone since we were dating.
Actually, I divorced Leo, so why don't we start over?
Divorce, huh? What? So it was marriage, not engagement. Surprised by that fact, I saw Chloe stand up with a sparkle in her eyes. Why did you break up? You said he offered a stable future and all that.
Well, you see, he was smoking marijuana. HQ found out somehow, and he got fired for violating company policy.
I realized the meaning of the foul smell Chloe mentioned to AAAI and snapped my head towards her. Didn't Chloe say husband and wife back then? Ah, someone might have snitched on him, I guess.
That doesn't matter anymore. He was all surface and no substance. He was just clever with words, and he barely helped with housework. Take away the income and title, and there's literally nothing left. I hated it, but I followed him all the way to America because he said it was necessary for his promotion. And you know, seeing you again, Naoya, I realized you really are my soulmate. Hey, let's try again.
Her voice sounded desperate. I let out a big sigh. No, impossible.
Why?
Because I'm on a date right now. It's been 3 years since I came here. Just as they got married, I had long since moved on to my next relationship. I confessed first. We've been dating for a year already. So please stop contacting me. Bye. I hung up and gave a flat look at Chloe, who was looking away. Chloe, that was a bit much.
Self-inflicted. They got what they deserved for making fun of my darling.
Thanks. Well, he was always clever with things. He was probably confident he wouldn't get caught by the Japanese HQ, even if he messed around.
On the contrary, you could play around a bit more, you know, Naoya. But I find you very attractive for being crazy only about me.
I feel nostalgic remembering how nervous I was just from a hug the day I first met her. I also love how you Americans express love straight out, darling. Well, my beloved girlfriend has finished her drink. Deciding not to show my cute girlfriend to other men any longer, I held up my hand to her and stood up. Now, as for what happened to those two, first, Yayoi is apparently working hard on marriage hunting in Japan. She's beautiful enough that being a divorcee isn't a deal breaker, so she has no shortage of suitors, but because she experienced a high standard of living, her expectations are too high, and it's not going well.
A handsome guy with an income of 10 million is the minimum. If possible, someone with substance.
In that case, you need to relax your age requirements a bit.
No way! Old guys are out of the question.
Then, due to stress, she tried to get her hands on marijuana to experience the pleasure she had in America again.
I just wanted to relieve some stress. It was fine in America, so why is it wrong in Japan?
Opinions on marijuana may vary. What is certain is that without a medical purpose, the physical and social risks are high. And since it is defined by law, it absolutely must not be used in Japan. Treatment varies by country's history. She should have thought more about the meaning of that. Meanwhile, Kudo, having been fired and hating that rumors had spread in the industry, decided that if I, Naoya Sakuma, could do it, he would move to the US to make it big. Damn it, why doesn't anyone understand my value? However, without a PhD or decent papers, Kudo couldn't land the kind of position he wanted. He barely managed to get hired as a locally employed technician, but struggled with rent and high prices, living paycheck to paycheck with no savings. I decided to go back to Japan. It's sad to leave a cute girl like you, though. He decided to return to Japan. He went to a club with his meager money to blow off steam, which might have been a mistake.
Is that so? Then I have a little favor to ask. Oh, of course I'll pay you.
He only found out that the favor was drug smuggling when he got caught at the airport. I don't deny living shrewdly, but perhaps it's a fragile way to live. On the other hand, Chloe and I started living together, and we're moving into our new home. When I first moved here, I never thought I'd be living with Chloe 3 years later.
Oh, I had a hunch. Ever since Cupid's arrow missed the mark.
So that stray arrow hit you, Chloe. There were unreasonable and unfortunate times, but I'm glad I worked hard and stayed honest. Chloe, beyond words, I cherish you. I gently kissed her. Destiny had finally brought the two of us to the same place.
I've always loved you, Shinobu. Please be my boyfriend.
I want to spend my life with you. Will you marry me? From senior and junior at work to lovers, I gave her a ring as a promise, and then...
Shinobu, dinner's almost ready.
Thanks, I just finished folding the laundry. I, Shinobu Iori, 28, and Hazuki Issei, 26, signed the papers to become husband and wife. Now, while preparing for the wedding, we're trying to become a family. Hazuki, you increased the guest list again, didn't you?
I couldn't help it. The number just went up.
We weren't used to this, so we fought often. Sometimes we went a whole day without talking. But we'd make up, then fight again. I thought that's what marriage was, a path we had to take to become a family. Maybe that's why. That's why I didn't realize my wife's love might already be gone. What are you doing? Working in sales at a small to medium company, I sometimes have to work on holidays. Hazuki said she was going to work, but she dressed up. I followed her and saw her walking into a hotel, clinging to the arm of my junior colleague and her former peer, Seishiro Kinjo.
Shinobu, no, wait!
Iori, it's not what you think. This is... I waited for 2 hours. Now, I'm confronting them as they come out of the hotel. Not what I think? Unfortunately, my eyes and the photos I took clearly record you entering a hotel with my wife. No, wait, it's a misunderstanding. I never... with this a... I feel utter despair seeing him try to make excuses even now. He was a junior I doted on. He looked up to me the most. And yet, gritted your teeth.
Sushiro!
You used to call him Kinjo. Because the words came out instinctively, I was forced to realize how she usually calls him. I don't care if you love Hazuki or not. The only thing that matters is the fact that you cheated. Hazuki, I need to talk to you too. We're going home.
Ow! Shinobu, let go, that hurts!
This might leave a bruise on her arm. But right now, that didn't matter. In fact, a part of me, calm yet not calm at all, thought she deserved to feel pain and suffer. We are terribly sorry! Afterwards, we went home, and I told Hazuki I wanted a divorce. She didn't seem to object, so we contacted both sets of parents and set up a meeting for the very next day. I know rebuilding the relationship is an option, but surely that's impossible. I vaguely sensed it. Hazuki's heart is no longer with me. So, the wedding is cancelled, and I'll be claiming alimony.
Understood. I am truly sorry for what happened.
Even after we got home yesterday, she didn't oppose the divorce. She seemed to feel bad about cheating and her change of heart, but she had no intention of considering a future with me. I wanted us to be a family. I wonder which would have been better, if she still had some love left for me. Met 3 years ago, started dating 2 years ago, engaged for a year, married for 6 months. It was February, 4 months before the wedding. Before we could swear eternal love to God, we broke up. Good morning. I was thinking about those pointless things, but for me, the real hell was just beginning. Why? Because Hazuki's affair partner, Seishiro Kinji, is currently working in the same workplace as me. I am so sorry. This was a week ago, 2 days after I caught them and punched him on Monday. I called him out after work, and he immediately got on his knees to apologize. What I want from you is 3 million yen in alimony. I hear it's higher than the market rate, but considering the suffering I'll face at the company from now on, it's cheap, isn't it? Understood. And one more thing. We'll talk for work, but keep it to a minimum. I don't want to see your face, and I don't want to hear your voice. I'll change jobs. Is that so? Then I'll pray you'll be gone as soon as possible. That said, wait until you find a new job. I can't have you unable to pay the alimony. Understood. Thank you. Iori? I'm sorry. Right after you said you didn't want to hear my voice. Is it true you got divorced? He looked up and stared straight at me. It was so unpleasant that I looked away instantly and spat out my words. Yeah, it's true. Hazuki is head over heels for you now. There's no way I could continue a marriage with someone like that. I submitted the divorce papers yesterday. I see. His voice sounded somewhat relieved. Well, naturally. Now he can be lovers with Hazuki. So, no matter how much I don't want to see his face, I have to see him. The only saving grace is that since I was promoted to chief this fiscal year, I'm in a different section from him. Morning. Kinjo smells forcefully, and I'm obviously cold, and there's nothing left on my ring finger. I haven't let it affect my work, and I try not to ruin the atmosphere in the office. But since we were so close before, everyone noticed immediately that something happened. I have to see and talk to Kinjo, who I've come to hate. And my colleagues, being good people, act normally, trying not to touch the subject out of awkward kindness. But that doesn't mean I need to change jobs. I am the victim after all. Not quitting might also be my pride, refusing to be humiliated by leaving. Still, this place is hell. I just bury myself in work to suppress the urge to scream.
Shinobu, do you have a moment?
Then, one day, when I returned from a sales visit, my colleague from HR, Yuki Iroha, called out to me. Tall and possessing an androgynous beauty, one might mistake her for a man, but she's likely the correct pronoun. Actually, there are rumors whispering that she might be male. Yeah, what's up? The reasons for the rumors include her always using the accessible restroom, and the fact that she once had a female lover.
Oh, it's not about work. Are you free this weekend? If you'd like, want to go for a drink on Friday?
Huh?
The yakitori here really is the best! Come on, Shinobu, eat some more.
So, Friday came. I was at an izakaya with Yuki. Thanks. This place, which she says is a regular spot, certainly serves delicious food. The atmosphere is good, and the alcohol is tasty, but I'm still confused because... Hey, why the sudden invite? I mean, I'm happy you invited me, but we don't interact that much. Right, we're from the same hiring year, but we aren't exactly close. We only talk about work, and this is our first time drinking together. The only trivial chat we ever had was...
Yuki!
Someone you know?
Yeah, my girlfriend. She came to pick me up.
That conversation from 3 years ago, when we coincidentally met at the entrance after work. By the way, this was the trigger for the rumors among employees that Yuki had a female lover. I believe she started using the accessible restroom after that incident too.
Well, that's true. We certainly aren't close enough to go to an izakaya just the two of us. But there's no rule saying I can't invite you, right?
That's true, I guess. But I'm curious why you invited me today. Did you need something?
I thought it might be better after a few more drinks, but I'll ask. Shinobu, the office is full of rumors that you got divorced. Is that true?
She wiped her hands with a napkin and asked. I stopped reaching for the yakitori. Yeah, it's true. Surprising. I didn't peg you for the type interested in rumors, Yuki.
Sorry if I offended you, but I just had to confirm it. But I see. It is true. Then there's no problem. Shinobu, would you consider me as your next partner?
Huh? It was so unexpected. Just as I was feeling a bit shocked, thinking she invited me out of morbid curiosity, her words made my brain freeze for 5 seconds.
You can't date me? I like you, Shinobu.
It seems I didn't mishear, but understanding the meaning didn't end my confusion. Like? But Yuki, you're...
Well, my dating history is only with women, but it's not like I've never fallen for a man. Of course, I'm single right now. People at the office say my gender identity might be male or my body might be male, but I'm biologically and identifiably female. But from a woman's perspective, it might be scary to have someone in the same restroom who might view them romantically, or even sexually. That's why I use the accessible restroom. It feels wrong to enter the men's room, too.
I felt convinced by her explanation, but at the same time, guilt welled up inside me. Sorry. For a moment, I misunderstood you. I felt a bit disillusioned.
No, the fault lies with me for stepping in so suddenly without warning. It hasn't been long since you're divorced, so it's natural your wounds haven't healed. My bad.
She says it like it's nothing, but what she just revealed is far more sensitive. Opening up like that and confessing her feelings to me, it must have taken considerable courage. Yuki, thank you. That's exactly why I have to respond sincerely and talk to her. I told her everything about how the divorce happened. Then, I bowed my head. I appreciate your feelings, but right now, I just can't bring myself to be in a relationship. So, I'm sorry.
I see. I've fallen for you even more now.
Huh?
I'm a minority, right? Even in this age of diversity, there's still a lot of prejudice. Even if people defend it online, they might find it gross when they see it in person. So actually, I was prepared for the worst today. But you didn't look at me with prejudice at all. You faced me sincerely. Thank you, Shinobu.
We finished the rest of the yakitori and called it a night. Even back home, Yuki's smile keeps replaying in my mind. You could have been looked at with disgust. Why did you confess to me? With this question in mind, and without thinking once about my ex-wife or that junior colleague, I fell into a deep sleep.
Shinobu, good work. Are you in the office today?
Ever since then, surprisingly, Yuki has been actively talking to me. I was surprised because I didn't expect someone I rejected to approach me. She said, "It's fine if we're just friends, right?" No, my appointment is in the afternoon. Let's grab lunch. Now, we eat lunch together quite often on days when I'm not out on sales calls.
Wow, I didn't know there was such a lovely place.
When we entered the cafe I recommended, Yuki looked around with great interest. The only downside is the walk from the office, but it's nice once in a while, right?
Indeed, I get bored with the same places all the time, so this makes me happy.
Apparently, Yuki likes stylish and beautiful things. Seeing her happy makes me happy too. Thanks to her, work has been much easier for the past 2 weeks since her confession. Being in sales is lucky, since stepping outside solves the issue. Thinking that, I bumped into Kinjo returning from sales, just as I walked out of the restroom.
Sorry, good work today.
Good work.
I think I've finally secured a new job.
It's been about a month since then. There are many job openings this season, so considering the time to search, it's reasonable.
I chose a place where I can continue paying the alimony properly. Nothing is confirmed yet, so I can't say for sure, but I wanted to report.
Shinobu!
Yuki.
Perfect timing. We received some good feedback on the customer survey, so I wanted to share it with you.
Got it, I'll be right there. Kinjo, call me Chief Iwori. Thanks for the report.
My apologies. Understood, Chief Iwori.
Thank you. After walking a bit away from the restroom, I spoke. She wants to talk as friends. Those words are likely true. But her real intention is probably to keep me away from Kinjo. As proof, she invites me to lunch more often when he isn't out on sales.
It's fine. Besides, I really did just happen to see you. And the customer survey thing wasn't a lie either. I can't imagine how it feels. But it must be painful to even come to work with the junior you doted on so much being here, right? Even if you act like normal colleagues, anyone can tell something happened, just by the fact that you two were so close. And I know that being cared for too much can be tiring too. I know it's something to be grateful for, and a luxurious problem to have.
Yuki.
Well, that's my honest feeling, but using that as a reason gives me an excuse to talk to you. I got rejected once. But while you're heartbroken is also a perfect opportunity. I'm plotting to make you fall in love with me, if I can.
Yuki jokes around to change the somber mood. Since getting involved deeply, I've realized she's very kind. Yeah. Before I knew it, I've started really looking forward to seeing Yuki recently. Thanks to you, being at the company isn't so painful, so thank you. Her cheeks flushed and her eyes widened, then she broke into a beaming smile. I can trust her. Seeing her able to rejoice in someone else's happiness as if it were her own, I was convinced of that. A few days later, Kinjo informed his boss that his new job was decided. Since he had communicated his intent to leave beforehand, it was accepted smoothly. He will leave in a month. I learned all this through a message from Kinjo.
What did you want to talk about?
About a week later, Yuki was called by Kinjo to the company loading dock after work.
Don't play dumb, you know, don't you?
I have a rough guess, but I'm not certain. It would be rude if I'm wrong, so could you tell me yourself?
Then I'll ask you straight. Is it fun for you to mock me?
Yuki blinked at Kinjo's words.
It seems my guess was wrong. What does he mean by mocking?
Still playing dumb? Even though you show off and appeal to Iori whenever I'm around?
That's a misunderstanding. Shinobu seemed to want to avoid your face as much as possible. He didn't want to be in the office much either. So, inevitably, the times I spoke to him increased when you were present.
Huh. Nice facade, but is that really all?
What are you trying to say?
When Yuki asked, Kinjo fell silent. A pause hung between them. Staring at each other, Yuki was the first to break the silence.
You don't mean to say that I'm mocking your feelings, do you?
So you didn't know. Playing dumb. You've got quite a personality.
Well, I thought maybe that was it. Everyone saw you two as close junior and senior. But to me, your eyes looked a bit different. You fell in love with Shinobu, didn't you?
Gah.
I knew it. As someone attracted to the same sex, it wasn't strange to me at all. When Shinobu started dating Hazuki, or maybe, since I don't know the details, when you found out the two were mutually interested, you sometimes looked at Shinobu with such sad eyes.
The silence continued. That confirmed Yuki's words.
Generally, people think this affair happened because you liked Hazuki. But probably you were envious, weren't you? That she was chosen just because she was a woman, even though you were just as close to Shinobu.
Yeah, that's right. Because it's unfair. Why was she chosen unconditionally just because she's a woman? Sure, in her first year, he doted on us equally. But she quit after a year, so if anything, I think I was closer to him. Yeah, just meeting privately a few times made him conscious of her. The confession succeeded. While I, who was with him at work and went drinking so many times, wasn't seen that way at all.
It's a difficult issue. Just being the same sex raises the hurdle of being seen romantically significantly. But I think that can't be helped. Homosexuality is complex. Depending on the country or religion, it's taboo. And we don't even know if it's correct. And most people are heterosexual. Or rather, they live without doubting that they're heterosexual. Even though they don't know if they like someone because they are the opposite sex, or if the person they liked just happened to be the opposite sex. So, leaving that debate aside for now, let's get back to you. True, Hazuki has a huge advantage over you by being a woman. But she approached him romantically. What about you?
I've lived my whole life as a straight guy too, so I was confused by my own feelings. Besides, if a guy hit on him, he'd definitely be creeped out. If I had androgynous looks, maybe, but I look completely like a dude. So I decided to stay a close junior colleague. But when they finally got married, thinking he would belong to that woman forever. So when I made a move on her, she blushed so easily. I couldn't let him swear eternity to a woman like that, so I...
Kinjo breathed heavily, trying to catch his breath. Yuki, who had been watching him with quiet eyes, spoke in an unchanged tone.
That is just cheating. Using falling for the same sex as an excuse.
What?
I won't say homosexuality is completely irrelevant, but that's no reason for sympathy or justification. What you did is exactly the same as a straight person cheating. You're just scum.
I'm not justifying it, but at least compared to a straight person, I have...
No, it's the same. Because the root of the issue lies in the fact that you didn't trust Shinobu completely. You said he'd be creeped out if you told him. Generally, that possibility exists. But thinking about Shinobu specifically, is he that kind of person? I didn't think he was, and I still don't. In fact, when I talked about my sexual orientation, he showed no disgust and turned me down only after accepting my feelings properly.
Huh.
Well, you could argue that's because I'm a woman, and that would be the end of it. But Shinobi Iori isn't that kind of person, is he? You who were closest to him should know that best.
Kinjo bit his lips. Seeing that, Yuki let out a quiet sigh.
Ah. And about whether I was mocking you. Like I said before, I'm not mocking you. I did it purely out of consideration for Shinobu. But let me see. I think your greatest misfortune is that this was your first time falling in love with the same sex. Well then, take care.
Yuki remained calm and composed until the end. Because of that, Kinjo understood that she had thought about it sincerely and spoken earnestly.
Ah, damn it.
The night became completely silent. Today is a new moon. There was no one to hear the voice he screamed after she left. Now, I had no idea any of this happened. I went straight home from sales and was relaxing when the doorbell rang. I answered it to find my divorced ex-wife, Hazuki Issei, standing there with a desperate look on her face.
Shinobu, it's an emergency! Please let me talk to you!
I tried to hang up saying we had nothing to discuss, but she said she'd wait forever. Knowing her personality, she might actually do it, so I reluctantly went outside. So what?
You see, since the divorce, Kinjo has suddenly turned cold. He stopped replying gradually, and I wondered why. So I went to pick him up at the company today. And then... Kinjo said he doesn't like me, he likes you! He told me he loved me, but it was a lie! He said it was all to tear us apart!
The content was so bizarre, my brain almost stopped working. Did you hear that from Kinjo himself?
He didn't tell me directly, but I overheard him shouting at Yuki from HR at the loading dock.
There was a possibility it was a misunderstanding, a lie, or a delusion on her part. But the situation was too specific for that. If it were a lie, she would have come up with something more natural that wouldn't be doubted. Suppose that's the truth. Why did you come desperately to tell me that?
Because I was tricked. That affair was meant to tear us apart. Just because he couldn't be with you, he tricked me and...
Whatever the objective was, it's an undeniable fact that you cheated and didn't want to marry life with me. Is that all? Then I'm going back inside. Even though it's March, the night is still cold, and it seems to be a new moon today. The lack of a moon made it feel even colder. Thinking I should take a bath soon, I headed to the entrance. But I had to stop at the words she screamed.
If you choose Yuki, you'll be cheated on even more.
Huh?
Shinobu, you're scared you'll be cheated on again, right? Then there's a higher chance Yuki will cheat on you than me. Because Yuki goes for women too, right? Simple math says she has double the chance of cheating compared to a normal person, so you should be with me.
Shut up! True, compared to someone interested only in the opposite sex, it might be harder to tell who she might shift her affections to. But that doesn't double the probability of cheating. Because cheating is committing infidelity while you have a partner. If I date her, even if her heart moves to someone other than me, she would absolutely never cheat.
How can you know that? You can't know for sure.
No, I know. She knows that dating someone is akin to a miracle. And I know that she possesses the kindness to deeply care for people's hearts. There's still a lot I don't know about her. But knowing just this much is enough to trust that she's not the type of person who would cheat. Lovers, spouses, family. I believe these are things you become only after both sides make an effort. So if her heart moved on, it would probably be due to my lack of effort. Well, you abandoned that effort halfway through and ran to cheat without ending our relationship properly. With those final words, Hazuki ran away in silence. Looking up at the sky, I saw a myriad of stars. It felt like they were watching over me. Thinking such uncharacteristic thoughts, I returned home.
Thank you for everything until now.
Now, as for what happened to them afterwards. First, Kinjo left the company 1 month later as planned. If what I heard from Hazuki is true, it means he had feelings for me. But what he did is everything. Besides, I didn't hear it from him directly. Thank you too. Good luck at your new job.
Yes.
So I didn't say anything. Instead, I gave him words of encouragement at the end.
Thank you for your time today.
With those words in his heart, Kinjo worked desperately at his new job. The alimony is transferred regularly every month.
I was prepared to be hated, though.
He was shaken when I caught his affair unexpectedly. My cold attitude since then seemed to have gouged his heart deeply. But there's no room for sympathy. Thus, he continues to agonize over what his sexual orientation is, even today. And Hazuki had her parents pay the alimony in a lump sum, so she was working desperately to pay them back.
Getting dumped by the affair partner after getting a divorce for him? Seriously. It must be tough not being able to quit because of the alimony. Well, reap what you sow.
It was just rumors based on guesses circulating, but people's eyes are scary things, and the rumors were almost spot on.
If only I hadn't cheated by now.
It's too late to think that we would have held the wedding, and maybe even had a child. While being looked at with contempt, she works, almost crushed by regret, to earn the alimony money.
You really didn't have to thank me.
As for me, a few days after Kinjo quit, I invited Yuki to a somewhat fancy restaurant. I can't have that. Thanks to you, coming to work was much easier. It's my treat today, so order whatever you like.
Is that so? Then I'll take you up on that.
April came, and new employees joined. They haven't been assigned yet as they are in training, but seeing them so fresh and green reminds me of those too.
I'm Seishiro Kinjo. I heard your sales skills are amazing, Iori-san, and I've decided I'm going to surpass you. Nice to meet you.
I'm Hazuki Issei. I'll do my absolute best, so please treat me well.
New graduates assigned to the same section, Kinjo and Issei. My beginning with them was that day in June.
Iori-san, you're seriously amazing. I honestly thought people were exaggerating when they said you could close a deal with just small talk.
It's amazing, right? I was stunned watching it the other day, too.
When I let them tag along on sales, they started asking about my methods with sparkling eyes. That was endearing and cute, so I often took them to lunch or out for drinks. Eventually, we started hanging out in private sometimes. I pride myself on the fact that the three of us were the closest in the sales department. Hazuki decided sales wasn't for her and quit after a year. Still, I kept in touch with both of them, and sometimes the three of us would meet. During that time, Hazuki and I must have fallen for each other. When did Kinjo realize his own feelings? Was it after Hazuki and I started dating, or way before that?
Shinobu, you know, I've spent my whole life thinking about what I am. My first love was a girl in my kindergarten class. Girls mature fast, don't they? When we entered elementary school, they started talking about love. When the topic of which boy we liked came up, I realized for the first time that I was different from the others. But just as I thought that, I developed a crush on a boy. I was capable of falling for boys too. I didn't like skirts, but I liked cute things, and I liked dressing up. There are plenty of girls like that, right? So I thought maybe I was female, but the people I fell for were mostly girls. I thought and worried about so many things like that. In high school, I finally accepted that my gender identity is female.
I see. She struggled with it for over 10 years. That must be why she's such a strong person, sensitive to pain. Yuki. Honestly, I don't feel like dating yet. I've had enough of cheating. But I can believe with confidence that you wouldn't do something like that.
Huh?
If I'm gonna fall in love again, I want it to be you. If I'm gonna become a couple and a family, I want it to be with you. So, could you wait for me a little longer? I'll make up my mind soon. When that time comes, let me be the one to confess.
It really pays to be courageous. I was scared, but I confessed to you thinking it was better than getting heartbroken without doing anything. I'll wait. Forever. Whether it's good news or bad, if it's your answer.
Having lived believing I was heterosexual, I cannot fully understand the suffering of Yuki or Kinjo. All I can say is one thing. The feeling of falling in love with someone is always precious. If Kinjo had confessed to me, I might have... What matters is how you act after falling in love. 6 months later, in October, I confessed to her. And this time, not becoming arrogant just because of rings or papers, we both strive to maintain our relationship. Swearing eternal love before God, we became a true couple connected by heart and became a family. School events have a special power over young people. The sports festival, culture festival, field trips. At times, school can feel like a bubble. These events take you out of the everyday. Maybe that's why everyone gets so excited.
You must be tired from the summer.
My name is Kohei Mabuchi. My friend just disregarded what I said completely. Until now, I had no romantic experience, and I was a major introvert. But after the recent culture festival, I got my first girlfriend as a second year in high school. I was floating. You're no fun. It wouldn't hurt you to listen to your friends' happy stories.
You little... Be in love like a normal person. Only hot guys are allowed to act like hot guys.
That was low-key mean. This is my close friend, Daigo Yanagisawa. We've been in the same classes since elementary school. We had an unbreakable bond. He's always had a lot of friends, but he was an unlucky guy who was eternally bonded to an introvert like me.
Kohei, sorry to keep you waiting.
This was Mei Ninagawa, our classmate and my first girlfriend. Mei, how was the class meeting? You can leave now?
Yeah, thank you for waiting.
I didn't have club activities today, so we had agreed to go home together, but she had a last-minute class meeting. That's why I was talking to my friend like this and waiting.
May, this guy has been gushing about you this whole time.
Huh? Gushing?
Hey, why are you telling her?
I had to listen to it, so I'm gonna get you back.
She was my first girlfriend, and I was her first boyfriend. We were teased for our lack of experience, but we knew how we felt about each other. We slowly got closer and closer. Holding hands, going on dates. It was all firsts for us. Every day felt intense.
Thank you for holding my bag.
I could tell that she felt nervous around me. It made me care about her even more. The smallest things make you so happy when you're in love. This love must be special to me. I felt it in my heart.
Thank you for taking me to the station, Kohei. I'm glad we got to spend time together.
I rode my bike to school from home. May rode her bike from the nearest train station. We lived in opposite directions. The days were short in fall, so it got dark quickly on our after-school dates. You're welcome. I'm glad we got to talk a lot. She looks like she's having so much fun being with me. She's so cute. Even if this romance was just touched by the magic of youth, I was okay with it. That's how happy I was.
Kohei, we live in opposite directions, but he walked me to the station. He's so kind. I like him.
May went through the gate to the platform. She was still thinking about me. Oh, May.
Oh, Miyamoto.
This is Sho Miyamoto. May was in his class last year. He was a hot guy from our school. I've never been in his class or talked to him much, but I've heard rumors about how all the girls wanted him.
We haven't talked much since we changed classes. I've been thinking about you.
Huh? Really?
Yeah. I heard that you got a boyfriend. Congrats.
Thank you.
I had no idea that this handsome former classmate was talking to her at the station. I was thinking that my happy life with her would continue forever and ever. What? You like someone else? 3 months after we started dating. We had our own club activities in cram school during winter break, so we hadn't been able to see each other much. After the break, when the new semester started, she called me out crying.
I'm sorry. I've been thinking about it, but I can't lie to myself anymore and keep going out with you.
She told me that she would see her former classmate Miyamoto at cram school during the break and fell for him. Her voice shook and she looked like she might cry. I didn't want to make her suffer. You thought about it a lot. Thank you, May.
Kohei.
I'm glad I fell for you. I'm lucky that you were my first girlfriend. Thank you for being honest with me until the end. Be happy. I felt a sting in the back of my nose. I put on a smile and told her how grateful I was. Like this, my first girlfriend let go of my hand and left me. 3 months. It was intense. The most intense 3 months of my 17-year life. That's how happy I was. But the heart is fickle. May's heart left me for an unknown man.
You saw her off with a smile. That was pretty cool, Mabuchi.
So you heard, my friend. He just happened to pass by. Was this because of that unbreakable bond? May and I's breakup spread instantly.
Are you okay, Kohei?
Forgive her. She was really thinking about it.
It's fine. He doesn't have the guts to blame May.
Hey! Some people worried about her. Some people denounced her. But feelings can't be helped even if you have a partner.
Mabuchi, are you okay? Are you pushing yourself?
We talked about it and I accepted it. Don't worry. I acted fine. I didn't want May to feel worse about me.
Mabuchi.
Huh? What's up? You look serious.
Nothing. Don't hurt yourself too much. It's annoying.
Annoying? He acted normal, but I could tell he was worried about me. I knew he held back what he wanted to say. Rumors are fleeting. By the time spring break came around, people stopped talking about it. Later, we moved up to our 3rd year, and I was in a different class. Of course, Yanagisawa and I were in the same class, but things really changed.
Mabuchi is better at math than I am.
Is that so? Lord Mabuchi, please honor me with your tutelage.
Okay, if I can, I will. I had more new friends in my last year of high school. I had fun. Then graduation came.
Oh, Kohei.
Everyone was taking pictures. I ran into May in the hall. Since we broke up, we would just greet each other when we saw each other in the hallways. May, thank you for everything. Good luck after graduation.
Good luck to you too, Kohei.
We probably won't meet again. I felt that in my heart as my high school life came to an end. 3 years after graduating high school, I had chosen to work instead of going to college. This was now my 3rd year as a working adult. Good work, everyone! Love Koi Life Limited, a mid-sized startup of about 30 employees. I was one of the engineers that developed security sensors and systems for the elderly and people living alone. I found a really nice job. Everyone fights, but we get along. They're nice to me. Our company had people from hospice care and engineering. There was always a divide between passion and reality. But everyone was the same in that we wanted to save someone's life. Even when we clash, we talk it out until we settle. I like this company for that. It's all thanks to Yanagi-san for showing me this place. I thought about my friend who had chosen college.
Hello, Mabuchi. You worked hard as always.
This was my coworker, Lenanina. She leaned on me without hesitation. She used to be a care worker. I heard she had big goals when she came here. Miss Nina, you're too close. My coworkers had invited me to an izakaya restaurant after work. I was still as introverted as always, but unlike before, I could talk to people who weren't my friends now.
Huh? Are you shy? You're so cute.
Hey, don't poke me.
Oh, you're no fun. You dug me up when I got buried.
That doesn't mean we're close, does it?
What are you saying? When beautiful girls get buried in the love koi world, they end up with the person that digs them up.
I've never heard that before.
Nina, if you go any further, I'll hit you.
An elegant voice from my other side. My direct supervisor and project manager, Yuri Mizuki, 28. She was cool and collected at work. She came from a big company and was a smart boss babe. At her last job, someone took credit for her work, so she hates men, especially shallow ones. I'm sorry, Miss Mizuki. I was trying not to bump into you. I got in your way. I couldn't fight back against Miss Nina, but I knew I couldn't touch Miss Mizuki.
That's so cute. Stop it.
What? Miss Mizuki's cheeks turned red, and she turned away shyly. The impact of a blushing, beautiful woman.
You tried not to touch me because you were worried about me. Stoic and not creepy. Ah, I love it.
Thank you. Apparently, I was the only one she showed this side to. When I told Yanagisawa, he had grinned.
Yurichi, you're not allowed to tempt Mabuchi with that beautiful face.
You're not allowed to tempt him by pushing your curves onto him.
Stop it, you two. They were skating the line of sexual harassment. They spoke quietly so the people around wouldn't hear, so they were still conscious. But I wasn't able to handle the aggressive approach by these beautiful women. I hoped they calmed down. They told me they wanted to talk about work. An hour later, I left for the restroom.
So it really was Kohei Mabuchi.
Huh? Are you Miyamoto? Sho Miyamoto from high school called out to me in front of the restroom. The hot guy that my first girlfriend had fallen for. What a coincidence. Are you here to drink too? We were never in the same class. He's always been popular. We lived in different worlds. So we never really talked or interacted with each other.
You came from that table, right? You're so quiet, but you're drinking with those babes? Haha.
He didn't answer my question and started speaking crassly. I didn't know he was so rude. It's my supervisor and coworker.
Oh, you didn't go to college, right? Those beauties are too good for quite an uneducated guy like you. You got yourself a girlfriend in high school too. Haha. Thanks to you, I had a good time.
Good time?
You didn't know? Your ex, May, was it? She broke up with you because she liked me.
She told me herself, so I know. So what? His apology would mean nothing to me.
She flipped just like that. I feel bad. She was naive, so she was easy.
What? Did you play with her feelings? He started speaking giddily. He was interested in May because she was dating me. He saw how she fell for him and dumped me and was laughing at me behind the scenes.
Who cares about all that? More importantly, I have business with those beautiful women you're with right now.
He grinned. He had a nice face, but his personality oozed out from it. I resented him. Don't bother them. Don't cause a scene.
Who cares?
He ignored me and headed to my table.
Hello.
Where did that nasty smile go? He smiled widely with his handsome face.
Who are you?
I ran into Kohei Mabuchi over there. I'm his classmate from high school.
You're Mabuchi's classmate?
Yes, I'm here with my college friends today. Would you two like to drink with us?
What? Why should we? There's no benefit to that.
I'm sorry, but we're talking about work. We don't have time to drink with you guys.
He hesitated for a second, but their words were ineffective.
How about just a little bit? We won't waste your time. You'll have fun. You'll forget about how tired you are.
Miyamoto, stop it. Can't you tell they don't want to? If you say any more, it'll cause a scene. If you do, we'll leave.
We? Haha, you can leave, can't you? We're paying customers, so we can be a little rowdy.
He said these terrible things so easily. I was in shock.
Are you a student?
Huh?
You've been doing whatever you want this whole time. Maybe that's worked for you. But I told you, we're talking about work, and you keep bothering us. You're a student who doesn't know how the world works.
Miyamoto fell silent.
Yurichi, this is how students are. They can't help it.
What?
Still, I feel like he thinks women will easily fall for him for his face. He can't be considerate of the restaurant. His "the customer is always right" vibe is such a turnoff. I feel like it's not how students are. He's just awful.
Miss Nina's words cut deep. They were working on even Miyamoto.
Haha, I'll revise what I just said. But it must not be fun drinking with this lame guy. I received a job offer from a famous company. I'm gonna be more successful than Mabuchi in the future.
You know nothing. It has to be Mabuchi.
The two of them stood up and stood by my side.
Mabuchi came to us and worked really hard. He's humble and he's respectful toward women. He's observant enough to not make people uncomfortable. That's why people trust him and give him work to do. He's a proper working adult. And you? You should look at yourself objectively, especially if you received a job offer from a big company.
Exactly what she said. I'm sure that's worked for you until now, but it's because you're still a student. You're confident in your looks and you're fun and popular. I'm sure the girls loved you too. No matter how good looking you are, you won't be popular if your actions don't match. You have to be so good it punches you in the face, like Mabuchi.
There's a difference between a guy who's popular in school and a guy who's popular as an adult.
Well, why? Why should I learn anything from him?
Miyamoto.
What? You better not be laughing at me thinking you beat me.
Are you talking about yourself? You went after girls with boyfriends and laughed at them. Back then, May and I were figuring things out. We were both inexperienced. I'm sure we were fun playthings for you. If you took advantage of May's pure heart, I'll never forgive you. I'd never been this angry at anyone before. I held myself back and stared at him. May will be happy. You're so shallow. Don't go near them again.
What?
Miss Mizuki and Miss Nina pushed up against me.
Mabuchi is the best. You can get angry for your ex-girlfriend. You're such a man. I can't even.
I love it. So cool. I want him to wrap me up.
Miyamoto gritted his teeth and left. So that happened. I couldn't believe that was Miyamoto's true self. A few days after the drinks, I was talking to Yanagisawa.
Haha, he was rejected by two beautiful women. That's great.
Yanagisawa, you're quite the character yourself. Yanagisawa was so good at making me feel lighter. 2 months after that day, December, my white breath disappeared into the sky.
Oh.
The city was in the Christmas spirit. The two of them ran into each other.
Long time no see, May. I haven't seen you since graduation.
Yeah. Long time no see. Yanagisawa.
The two of them had chosen college. They were in their 4th year. Next year, they would both start working.
Yanagisawa.
Mei looked awkward. She looked like she wanted to ask something. There's no way Yanagisawa wouldn't notice. He sighed.
Mabuchi's doing good.
How did you...
I can tell. I couldn't think of anything else you want to ask me anyway.
Mei smiled a little. She looked relieved and sad.
I did something terrible. I still think about it. Kohei was such a nice person. I never really talked to Miyamoto when we were in the same class. I thought we were in different worlds. When I started dating Kohei, he started talking to me a lot. We went to the same cram school. He kept talking to me, so I think I misunderstood. He was nice to me, so I fell for him. I'm the worst.
Mabuchi didn't say anything like that.
Huh?
You two were naive, but you fell in love like you fell under a spell. But I don't think that wasn't real. Mabuchi cared about you, and the way he looked at you didn't lie. Hearts are fickle. People change their minds all the time. You were honest. Mabuchi never blamed you, and always wished for your happiness. So you don't have to keep blaming yourself. He doesn't want that.
Okay. Kohei told me to be happy.
The day we broke up, I had smiled and told her to be happy. She still remembered it.
Right? So you don't have to worry.
Mei.
It was Miyamoto. He saw Yanagisawa with her and frowned.
A long time no see, Miyamoto. What's wrong? You called me out of the blue.
I wanted to talk to you. More importantly, why is he here?
Mei had been called out here by Miyamoto. Yanagisawa had happened to pass by as she was waiting for Miyamoto.
Long time no see. I can't believe I'm seeing you again. This is the worst.
Ha! I feel the same way. I hate you the most in this world. Actually, that introvert renewed his spot on my list 2 months ago.
Introvert? Who?
You don't know? You were always with him. Mabuchi. Kohei Mabuchi. He's an awful guy who doesn't know his place. So I got worried about Mei because she was dating that awful guy. In high school, you fell for me and broke up with him, right? He hasn't taken it out on you? If you want, we can go out and I can protect you.
No, I don't like you anymore. Don't talk badly about Kohei. He doesn't deserve that from you.
Miyamoto was in shock. It was an unexpected answer.
What are you saying? You like me so much you broke up with him.
Back then, I couldn't see through the nice facade. But I'm not that naive girl anymore.
What are you? There was no facade. Not everyone can date me, you know. Everyone liked me in high school. I wanted to go out with you, but couldn't get around to you, so...
Girls had always chosen him. His ego had inflated to no end.
Shut your mouth. Aren't you embarrassed? Also, you're the awful guy here.
What?
I know you always went after girls with boyfriends and made them like you. Afterward, you would watch these hurt boys and feel good about yourself, right? You're so creepy. Is that nice face of yours fake?
Yanagisawa knew that this guy always went after girls with boyfriends. He had also gone to the same cram school as Mei and Miyamoto, so he knew Miyamoto better than I did.
You were focused on that stupid game. That's why I took the recommendation for that school that you were after. You were tutoring girls and talking to girls from other schools at cram school. You sure were busy.
This is why Miyamoto despised Yanagisawa. Yanagisawa had taken his spot in the college he wanted to go to.
You hurt my friend. I resented you, but you didn't even notice.
Ew, is that why?
I didn't choose my school because of that. But I wasn't aiming for the recommendation. I was going to take the regular exams and go for it on my own. But I knew you wanted to go to the same school, and that you confidently believed you'd get the recommendation. So I thought I'd get some revenge. I wish I could show Mabuchi your face from that time.
You, how dare you? I couldn't get into my top school because of that. You went that far for that introvert. You're creepy.
Who's creepy? You're creepier for crushing people's happiness and laughing about it.
You little...
Yanagi-sawa!
Miyamoto punched Yanagisawa in the face. Hey, what are you doing? Yanagi, are you okay?
Mabuchi, you're passing by? Is this fate?
This isn't the time. Is there blood? Is the inside of your mouth cut?
Don't panic, this is good timing.
What?
You really did it this time, brat.
You've been talking to a client. We were seeing them off when we passed by here. Miss Nina's nickname for Miyamoto was Brat.
Dad, hello. Thank you for coming.
And the company president we had been talking to was Kunihiko Ninagawa, Mei's dad.
You...
You're Sho Miyamoto, one of the people my company sent an offer to.
No, I'm not.
Oh, I remember you. You were handsome and my recruiters were excited about it. But I'm disappointed. If you're acting violently, I can't overlook that. And this is personal, but I'm wary of you for messing with my daughter's naivety. Also, I've heard about your actions from them as well. You're still a kid.
From now on, I'll act properly as an employee of yours.
Miyamoto, there are many things in this world that can't be forgiven with a sorry. We'll reconsider your offer. Also, Yanagisawa, I'm looking forward to your success.
Yanagisawa bowed his head. He had received an offer from this company as well. It was almost scripted. I would find out about all this later. Before that, what happened to Sho Miyamoto?
My offer was rescinded. Damn it, this wasn't supposed to happen.
That night, Yanagisawa reported to the police. Since the company president had seen it happen, there was no getting away with it. As a result, the offer was rescinded. Later, he would find work because of his exterior, but he never changed. He was dead weight. Meanwhile, Mr. Ninagawa took Mei home. I went with Yanagisawa to the hospital.
Daigo, are you okay? You're so reckless.
I'm okay, Yuri. Thank you for everything.
Yanagisawa and Miss Mizuki were cousins. He had introduced me to this company because he knew her. Yanagisawa, I had no idea you were behind all this. He looked happy when I told him I ran into Miyamoto, but something bothered him.
I'm sorry to call suddenly. I want to ask you something.
Yanagisawa thought Miyamoto might go after Mei again after hearing my story. He had called Mei and asked Miss Mizuki for help. He set up the meeting with Mr. Ninagawa on the same day. That night, we had all run into each other by design, not by coincidence.
Jeez, I always have to look after my best friend.
Yanagisawa, yeah, thank you for always thinking of me.
Sometimes it's better not to know.
After Mei left, Yanagisawa looked like he wanted to tell me something. He had held back for me. Maybe there was more truth I'm not aware of. Will I ever find out that Yanagisawa had continued to beat Miyamoto because he was my enemy?
More importantly, you have a very difficult problem to solve. Good luck.
Mabuchi, you're not feeling anything after running into your ex, right? I want to marry you.
Hey, wait, Nina. Kohei's gonna be my husband.
Ah, wait, calm down, you two. I thought I'd never see Mei again. She had smiled at me and told me to be happy. People change with where they are in life. How should I live right now? I felt excited for the unknown ahead.
A long-distance relationship is impossible. Let's break up.
What? Why? I never saw this coming. I've always believed that everything in this world can be proven with numbers, but right now I'm completely lost. My name is Kyosuke Natsume. I work at a famous lifestyle goods store, and I've just been transferred to a regional city. I had just told my girlfriend of 6 months, Ayaka Ito, the news. Why would you suddenly say you want to break up?
Hey, stop that! You're splashing it on me. I just bought this outfit.
Sorry. We started dating in her late 20s, so I thought we were both thinking about marriage. But it seems Ayaka felt differently. I feel like the rug's been pulled out from under me.
Why? You seriously don't get it? Try using that precious analysis of yours to figure out a woman's heart.
Well, 63% of couples who date in their late 20s are thinking about marriage.
That's not what I'm talking about. And where on earth did you get that information anyway? Don't tell me you pulled it from some trashy blog post online, did you? Maybe you should stop trying to explain everything with data.
Ugh.
You could think about it forever and not get the answer. So I'll just tell you. Kyosuke, do you really think you're someone worth waiting for?
I never thought I'd hear something like this from the woman I'm dating. So you're saying I'm not a man worth waiting for?
You catch on quick, don't you? That's right.
Could you tell me what specific points make you feel that way? It'll be easier to understand with concrete examples.
Ugh! That's another thing! The way you have to ask for a reason for everything is so annoying! That's not what I... But what do? You just say, wait for me because I'm being transferred. Is that a command? Not a proposal?
That's not what I meant.
If you're doing this without realizing it, you're the worst. I even got my hopes up today when you said you had something important to talk about.
I was thinking, since you're working here too, it would be better to get married after I come back and we're settled.
And when is that? Is the transfer period decided? Is there any guarantee you'll come back? How long will it take according to your data, Kyosuke?
At least within 2 years. I don't understand what I did to make her so angry. It's too difficult for me, who has only ever seen the world through numbers.
I refuse to waste my precious 20s. Don't you dare take a woman's time so lightly.
I'm sorry. My plan was to propose to Ayaka when I returned from my transfer. But I've been made to realize that this was just my own selfish plan.
I was getting so sick and tired of this guy, who can only do things by the book, one step at a time. I only kept you around as a placeholder until I found someone better because you worked for a major company. But I'm done. Are we done here?
I didn't know what to say to Ayaka as she quickly started packing her things to leave. I just stared at the glass of water in front of me.
While you're working in the countryside, I planned on finding someone better and getting married. Well, goodbye. Next time, try looking at the person, not the numbers.
Ayaka looked down on me with cold eyes, made her declaration, and left. I'm sorry. Take care. The fact that I couldn't meet her expectations was the only thing that weighed heavily on my shoulders. Even at a time like this, I can just mechanically keep working. Even if I lost the woman I was thinking of marrying, my job won't wait for me. Heartbroken, I continued packing for the move. These are the matching mugs we bought. This is the key case she gave me for my birthday. This is... Every time I picked up something related to Ayaka, the memories would come flooding back. I may have been a lacking boyfriend, but I really did love her, and I was serious about her. But looking back now, Ayaka had become much more distant compared to when we first started dating. It's been 2 hours since lunch. Aren't you getting a little hungry? A trendy woman in her late 20s like Ayaka would probably like Greek yogurt that's popular right now. There's a cafe nearby. Wanna go? I thought you might like this kind of thing.
Oh yeah? Whatever.
Huh? Her reaction is kind of dull. Next, how about we go to the new shopping mall nearby for a bit of a walk?
Sure.
Or Yoyogi Park is close by. How about a walk there?
Sure.
Well, why does she look so bored? I thought I had planned the perfect date based on her past preferences. Where did I go wrong? Come to think of it, the girl I dated in college also became distant like Ayaka. She ended up breaking up with me too, and I realized I'm just clumsy when it comes to romance. That's why I wanted things to work out with Ayaka, so I'd analyzed her taste and personality to plan our dates. I did it all because I wanted to make her happy. Why does it always end up like this? I'm supposed to be good at seeing trends and data, but it's so difficult when it comes to the opposite sex. With a sigh, I pull myself together and continue preparing for the move. I can't just mope around forever. It's my first day, so I need to get myself together. And so the day finally came for me to start at my new store. Starting in a new environment always makes me nervous. Maybe I got here a little too early. It's 8 a.m. There's still a while until opening time, so I decided to step onto the sales floor to get a feel for the place.
Oh, are you Kyosuke Natsume? The new transfer, right?
I heard a cheerful voice, perfect for the morning, from behind me.
The manager and everyone else just arrived, so I'll introduce you. This way, this way.
Hey, wait a second. The owner of the voice suddenly grabbed my hand and started forcefully pulling me towards the back of the store.
Manager, the new guy's here.
Oh, you're here already. As expected from someone from the big city, you're on the ball.
Nice to meet you. I'm Kyosuke Natsume, and I've been transferred here starting today. The warm and cheerful man was the manager, and the energetic woman from this morning was Miyu Sanai.
I've been with the company for 4 years. I'm your junior, so please whip me into shape.
You see, this wasn't just a regular transfer. I was sent here as a special assignment manager to improve the store's sales.
I'll be here too, but I'm retiring next year. You can act as the de facto manager and do as you see fit.
I'm good at social media and gathering information, so I tend to stock products that have gone viral or seem like they might.
But it's not really leading to sales.
Yes? Even though I'm the first to stock these products, they sell at other stores, but not here.
Even within the same company, different stores have different regional characteristics. I could feel her enthusiasm, but her approach was completely off target. I felt a pang of anxiety, wondering if I could really work with someone who was so clearly my polar opposite. From then on, we were scheduled for almost the same shifts. I figured I needed to understand this store first, so I immediately started gathering data. As expected, beauty products don't sell as well as they do in the capital. Things more rooted in daily life seem to sell better.
Like kitchen goods or cleaning supplies?
Exactly. Well, for now, we need to focus on increasing overall sales, so we'll think about that later.
How about this? Ta-da! A laundry ball that collects debris. You just toss it in with your laundry and it picks up lint and other things from your clothes. It's great for collecting pet hair too. I actually use it at home.
I was so taken aback by how quickly she presented the product that I froze.
I'm always researching what kind of products are out there in the world. I even tried using them myself once before deciding to stock them.
Realizing that her understanding of the products was superior to mine, I decided to focus on stocking practical household items. And I instructed her to create a list of related products. Based on that, I discussed it with the manager and we arranged them in the store.
Wow! The store layout has changed quite a bit.
There's no point in stocking new products if customers can't find them, right?
True. Then I'll start making some signs right away. All right. Kyosuke is amazing. I wonder if everyone from the city is this competent. No, it's probably just him. He's always staring at his computer and writing in his notebook.
Miyu is amazing. It's fun to work with someone so motivated. Her product knowledge is outstanding. I teach her one thing and she comes back with 10. I'm truly impressed. I was anxious at first, but I've realized I'm the one who has more to learn from this. Before long, we had the store arranged in a layout that would sell, and we were all set. Thank you for everything so far. Now, all we have to do is wait for the customers to buy.
No, that probably won't be enough to make them sell here. In fact, the real battle starts now.
What?
This is where Miyu's skills might come into play. Just watch.
Oh, look at this. It says you can make pasta just by microwaving it. How convenient. Really? I bet the pasta stays hard in the middle or something. I'm not brave enough to try new things like that. I suppose you're right.
I had only been looking at the numbers, thinking the problem was simply a lack of customers. I thought that even with a smaller customer base, if we had the right products and layout, it wouldn't be a problem. They're picking up the products, but why aren't they buying them?
Ma'am, this product is really convenient. The best part is not having to use a pot.
Just as the manager said, I watched for a while, and then Miyu made her move.
Oh? Is that so? But will it really cook properly in just the microwave? As long as you follow the instructions, it'll be fine. It's great for when you just want to make one serving. That's true. My son often says he's hungry at night, so I always make him pasta. But it's such a hassle to boil water and do the dishes just for that. My husband is the same. He'll say he doesn't need dinner, then suddenly change his mind. It's a pain. With this, you can just microwave it and add a store-bought sauce for a proper meal. Maybe I'll give it a try. It's not that expensive either. Then I'll get one too. If the staff uses it, it must be good. Thank you. We've got some other handy items in stock, so please feel free to take a look.
And just like that, the customers who were about to leave picked up the product and went deeper into the store. Is that what I'm missing? I had only been looking at the numbers on a screen. I thought that once I found the cause, sales would immediately improve. But this isn't the capital where people come in without being called. The number of customers is limited. A different, more personal approach was needed. Miyu's customer service was empathetic. She was connecting with people. I think I'm finally starting to understand why my relationships never work out. Having recognized my weakness, I started following Miyu around to absorb her good qualities. She in turn asked me to teach her how to read the store's data and compare it with other stores. We continued our work, complementing each other's weaknesses.
Wow, you two are surprisingly in sync. It's like you just click.
Aw, stop it, manager. Don't say we look good together, right?
I didn't go that far.
Store sales were gradually improving, and I was feeling positive about the future.
Sorry about that. I never thought the shampoo at that luxury hotel would be so terrible. I'm pretty sure they sell the one I always use here.
It must be tough maintaining such beautiful hair. I'll buy you anything else you need.
Really? Oh, I love you, Toshiki. Then I'll get this serum I've been eyeing that costs 8,000 yen a bottle and...
I had no idea that Ayaka had come to the store. At that moment, I was completely oblivious.
Here it is. It's even in tourist guidebooks. The food is great and the prices are reasonable.
About 2 months after my transfer, Miyu invited me to a locally famous restaurant. She suggested we celebrate the store's improved sales.
This is our first dinner as partners. Let's pat ourselves on the back for our hard work and have a good talk today.
We took our seats and ordered the dishes and drinks Miyu recommended. We toasted and got carried away, mostly talking about work. Did the manager really try that new face mask?
Yes. When I walked into the office, he was secretly wearing it and by himself. I was so surprised I screamed.
I came to this place with a broken heart, but thanks to her cheerful personality, I was back to my old self before I knew it. I was glad I got transferred, but then...
Huh? Kyosuke? What are you doing here?
The sudden reunion instantly ruined the fun atmosphere. My new store is nearby. What are you doing here?
I came with him on a business trip. You know, he takes me with him every time. Kyosuke, who is this?
My ex-girlfriend.
Let me introduce you. This is Toshiki Senda, my new boyfriend with an annual income of 10 million yen.
Even I, someone who knows little about brands, could tell the man was decked out from head to toe.
So you're the low-income ex-boyfriend who's always getting transferred, huh?
Is that how you introduced me?
Well, it's the truth, isn't it? You know we're engaged. Looks like I'll be leaving the single life behind before you.
Congratulations.
I heard from Ayaka, you couldn't meet a woman's expectations and just propose, right? Now your ex is getting married before you, and you're still all alone. How pitiful.
Hey, what's with you people? Kyosuke is a very deliberate person. It's not like doing things quickly is always better. Are you Toshiki's coworker? Crying and whining like a child? Listen, Toshiki used to work for a pharmaceutical company, and now he's an independent medical consultant. Toshiki Senda, so you support the management improvement of the medical industry and clinics? You know your stuff. That's right. He's a successful business owner, and he's decisive about marriage. On top of that, unlike this guy, Toshiki knows how to show a girl a good time. He's the best. Calling someone you used to date this guy is a bit harsh, don't you think?
This guy's good enough for him. He can't even make one woman happy. On the other hand, I'm the type to dote on my woman. I'll buy her anything she wants and take her to the best restaurants. And I always want to be a man worthy of standing next to her, so I take care of my appearance and grooming.
As he spoke, Senda showed off his clothes, watch, shoes, bag, everything he was wearing.
This is all stuff you couldn't easily afford on your salary. Not for someone like you, stuck in the countryside for life.
His dismissive words made my eyebrow twitch. Stuck in the countryside for life? First of all, the countryside is a great place. Not that you would understand its charm.
The loser is saying something.
Also, I'm going abroad soon. I was chosen to be on the launch team for a new store overseas.
What?
That's right, this transfer was actually a preliminary step for that. The deal was that if I could turn the numbers around here, I'd be part of the launch team.
We were celebrating that tonight too, and you had to go ruin it. Does that mean if I had just been a little patient, I could have gotten married and lived the dream life of an expat wife? Well, even if I married you and went abroad, it's not like we'd be there forever. Even if you get a promotion overseas, you're no match for Toshiki.
Of course not. Even if he works for a big company, I'm a medical consultant. We're in different leagues when it comes to earning potential. A man's worth is proven by his wealth. Look at this.
With that, Senda shoved his social media profile on my face like a royal seal. It was filled with photos of luxury brand items, high-end cars, and even marbled steak and sushi.
How's that? So dazzling you can't even open your eyes, right? A top-tier man has to eat high-quality food, too.
We had teppanyaki at a hotel yesterday. Of course, Toshiki paid for everything.
The food was so-so. Not bad for the countryside, I guess.
Oh my, what's wrong? Are you frozen in shock? Are you that jealous that I'm so happy and about to be married?
In reality, I was just appalled by their awful personalities, but it would be pointless to say that to them in their invincible state. But even if I ignored them, the other customers were starting to stare. Just then, Miyu scoffed.
That's all just a facade, isn't it? What did you say, little girl? Kyosuke, you need to discipline your coworkers properly. I'm saying this for your own good, you know. You seem so happy, blissfully unaware. Excuse me? Actually, my father is a doctor who runs his own clinic. He was about to hire Mr. Senda as a consultant.
Wait, then you're from the Osanai clinic?
Senda said he came to this area for work, but I never imagined his client would be Miyu's father.
Yes, I'm his daughter. But it seems he's planning to turn down the request.
He seemed eager just a little while ago.
He heard from a friend of his who is also a doctor in the city to stay away from a man named Toshiki Senda.
Is Senda famous?
He's famous in the capital, but for all the wrong reasons. He's a consultant, but he lacks deep knowledge for improving the medical industry, so he just has influencers promotes things.
That's terrible. I can't believe that's the work of a consultant. According to Miyu, his bad reputation has spread throughout the city, making it impossible for him to do business there. So he's likely shifted his target to more rural areas like this. But if Miyu's father found out, won't the rumor spread from there too?
My father immediately started contacting his doctor friends to warn them.
You shouldn't have done that.
Too bad. It looks like you won't be able to work here anymore. All you got was a teppanyaki dinner.
Wait, what's going on? Toshiki, it's all a lie, right? Ayaka, was it? You should probably get away from this guy as soon as possible. Because he doesn't actually have any money. What are you talking about? You saw his social media, didn't you? How can you say he has no money? Revolving payments, cash advances. What? Your dates, your gifts, all of it. I heard this from my father's doctor's friends, too. He's lying about his business doing well. He's just putting on a show, pretending to be successful. Well, it's true I wondered when he ever worked, since he was with me almost every day. But he said he left it to his subordinates. Subordinates? He's a one-man operation, isn't he? You don't even know what your fiancé does for a living?
The truth about Senda, as revealed by Miyu, it hit Ayaka, who had been acting like a winner, hard.
You big liar! You said you were flooded with work and the sales were great. And now you're telling me it's revolving payments? Even high schoolers learn in class these days that revolving credit is bad.
Don't say it so loud. It's embarrassing.
If you know it's embarrassing, you shouldn't have spent money like that in the first place. This is horrible. I was so close to getting married. Then you shouldn't have written annual income 10 million medical consultant on your dating app profile.
You're one to talk. You fell for my little hook, line and sinker, you cockroach.
How dare you? Whoa!
Stop your whining. You're just a woman with nothing but a pretty face who's looking for a man to leech off of.
An unprecedentedly ugly fight had broken out in the small, charming restaurant. The other customers had stopped eating and were watching nervously, wondering what was going on.
Excuse me, you're disturbing the other customers. Could you please keep it down? Shut up! Mind your own business!
I've called the police, so it's all right now.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hey, the police are bad news. I'm out of here.
You're just going to leave me to get arrested? You've got to be kidding me.
Ayaka ran out of the restaurant, chasing after Senda, who had abandoned her without a second thought.
Kyosuke? When did you call them?
Oh, I didn't actually call. I just thought they wouldn't leave otherwise. I'm sorry for the trouble, miss.
No, you were a great help. I wonder what will become of those two.
Afterward, I heard that Senda eventually declared bankruptcy and lost his house, car, and all his brand name goods.
Money? Where can I borrow money?
He probably won't be able to get a credit card ever again.
Those guys ganged up on me and cornered me. Filing a police report, what a joke.
It seems the doctors he worked with didn't stay silent either, so it'll be interesting to see how he tries to raise money now.
Hey, Kyosuke, you must be lonely all by yourself. Why don't we get back together?
No. As for Ayaka, I don't know what she was thinking, but she asked me to get back together with her. She probably thought she could get to me before I went abroad. When I was with you, Ayaka, I know I was wrong for only looking at numbers and not at you. I think I was disrespectful. I'm truly sorry for that. But that doesn't give you the right to treat me so horribly when we met again. When we were dating, I really did love you. Goodbye, Ayaka. And so, I said a final true goodbye to the woman I had once seriously considered marrying. I never found out what became of her after that. And then, 3 years later, I had finished my 3-year assignment abroad and safely returned to Japan. The new store got off to a great start, and I was able to raise my standing within the company. I'm finally here. Let's see. The airport arrival lobby was bustling with people waiting for family, lovers, and friends.
Kyosuke, welcome back!
Miu, thanks for coming to meet me. Miu was there, my girlfriend, a relationship that I started before I left. By the way, I was the one who confessed. We stayed in constant contact during our long-distance relationship and got through it together. The moment I saw her face, all the feelings I had been holding back came pouring out. It has to be now. I want to say it now. Miu-sanai, thank you for waiting for me these past 3 years. Will you marry me?
Of course I'd be happy to.
I've learned that what's important in a relationship isn't data. She taught me that it's about looking at the other person and building a relationship together through trial and error.